Good evening, viewers. I am your host Kuma and welcome to my channel. I have a lot of disclaimers to get through, so let's go through those quickly. This video will be using the same songs and concept as Yunah on Secret's video of Illit having a horror album. This video will also have a similar type of concept development as Show Jimmy's video on New Jeans. They aren't required watches, more extra credit than anything, but I just wanted to beat anyone preemptively to the punch if they notice the similarities. I also wanted to say that I love Illett's concept and current house/plug and B sound. This hypothetical comeback is for fun, not an attack on the members or of the concept. All the pictures and collages used in this video are from Pinterest, edited by me to fit the vibe. Hopefully none of these are AI, because oh my gosh, if they are, I'm gonna be so mad. I will credit the people if I can find them and make a board to compile all the photos I used on Pinterest soon. The concept for this album is dark fairy tale stories, so none of the tales used are meant to be accurate retellings. Some fairy tales I may just use the lore, some just styling ideas, etc, etc. You don't need pre-existing knowledge of the fairy tales outside of what I will tell you for this mini album concept. Last thing. Illett's third EP, Bomb, has come out by the time of this recording, so things in the lore may be wrong or have changed, but I have been editing this video script since I think around Almond Chakra's release, so I need to get this video out. Stream Illett's new comeback for Clear Skin and let's get started. Once upon a time, there was a happy wizard and witch couple. He and his wife would grant wishes to any girls pure of heart. All they had to do was find the couple through their magical world. 5 girls separately heard this tale and started their pursuit towards the wizard and the witch. Unbeknownst to the girls, the wizard had changed. His wife's sudden passing made him bitter and hate love. When the 5 girls reached the wizard, he only allowed them to ask one combined wish. After deliberation, the girls decided they wanted to meet their Prince Charmings. After getting their wish, they realized that they aren't living out their happily ever after. Soon, a girl was able to break free of her nightmare. Now, the other girls will come together, fighting for their freedom and learning about themselves in the process. If the girls have a will to be free, they will make their way out. The girls will take turns reading that paragraph as the intro of this era's brand film. We go one by one, teasing each member's fairy tale inspiration as the title track plays underneath. The last sentence I read is a play on words of their concept. Illit means, I will be it. So the phrase, a will to be free, means they exert their free will to escape. It's also a reference to the phrase, if there's a will, there's a way. Each solo or unit song will get their own trailer as well. The album's moral is that the desire for a Prince Charming or significant other can consume your personhood if you make that person your whole life. The girls find strength through their individual wills and sisterhood to defy magical and impossible odds. A cat they nicknamed Glitter also helps lead the girls together and helps them harness their individual magic to defeat the wizard. I was in between 3 names for this mini album, which were Moon Glitter, Happily Ever After, and Catalyst. Same thing with the album cover. I like the idea of the girls always being on the album cover like Super Real Me and I Like You, and I wanted a cat to be on the cover. Those 2 criteria helped me narrow it down to these 2 pictures since they both have elements I want on there, and it helped me pick the name that I wanted, which ended up being Catalyst. Hopefully these pictures and collages help y'all see the vision. In the timeline of Illett's lore, this album will happen before Super Real Me, since it is the Catalyst event starting their journey. The cat in this comeback, Glitter, represents the fandom, Glitz, with how their love and support brings the girls together and gives them strength. Each girl's fairy tale happens in a dream, which can be tied back to the Magnetic music video, or be a story that they read in the fairy tale book before arriving in the Magnetic Hotel. Pick your favorite option, but both of these choices are so I stay in the group's dream core concept. Originally in my script, I did have a section for Youngso, but literally today, I found out that she's debuting soon in a co-ed group, so I cut her section to not tie her to Illit anymore. The wizard's fairy tale is based off of the Wizard King. The choice of the fairy tale is more to show how willing he is to go to destroy love, not for the lore itself. He's basically the embodiment of, if I had to go through this, so will you, trying to inflict the same amount of pain he feels because of his loss onto them, but in the end, Illit comes out victorious. Next we have Moka, whose character I based off of one of the 3 sisters from the fairy tale, the 3 Spinners. The sister with the pendulous lip is the one I picked for Moka because of this photo. It's honestly a crazy coincidence that this fits than anything else. Before manifesting her significant other in Lucky Girl Syndrome, and changing herself to who she thinks he will like in Tic Tac, in her solo song Here, she starts to untangle the expectations and feelings of what she wished for and what she truly wants. We're using Untied by Vivis as a stand-in song, and the girls are also in this recreation of the fairy tale. Yunah and Minju will be the 2 other sisters, with Wonhee being the queen, who forces Iroha to give up dancing and spinning clothes to marry her Prince Charming. This happens at a ball where the 3 spinners also get this ultimatum if they want to be over Prince Charming. Moka is the only one to refuse. The girl showing up to Moka's dream here shows how interconnected their dreamscapes are to one another. By the end of the music video, Moka rejects her Prince Charming, looking free from her dream, and meets the cat. Moka and or the cat will appear at the end of each girl's MV to rally them together. Moka's main color for this era will be purple, and her styling will be dark or faded purple hats, makeup looks, and other accessories. For the stages, I'm thinking of a lot of strings tied together and clocks. For Moka's hair, purple streaks in them will be cute. Next, I'll talk about the leader, Yunah. I based her dream off of the Snow Queen's fairy tale. Similar to the fairy tale, a shard of glass from a mirror that warps the perception of those it hits enters her and her charming's heart. Because of this, they are unable to see the best in each other, leading to arguments. During one of those arguments, he gives her the name Snow Queen. This entire MV will show the cyclical nature of their relationship and how it's, well, cold as hell. Anyways, so Yunah's main color's comeback is blue, and her styling will incorporate faux furs, dark blues, whites, and snow makeup. Lots of mirrors will be on the stages as well. The girl's styling for the short form content isn't too far off from these collages I'm making. It is very important to me to maintain the cuteness in their styling. Hopefully that comes across in these collages. Next up is Wonhee, whose fairytale is Vasilia the Beautiful. I thought more about styling to look like a doll instead of the retelling of her story, especially since Vasilia didn't end up with a guy. Again, hopefully I'm saying her name right, please. Wonhee has become so pretty and doll-like, she keeps scaring her Prince Charming away. She also carries around a casket bag and keeps a doll that looks extremely similar to her in it. The only part of the original story that I'm keeping is how Wonhee gets the doll. On her mother's deathbed, Wonhee receives the doll from her. She is told by her mother to not let anyone know that she has the doll or see it. The doll can speak and leads Wonhee to the cat by the end of her music video. I don't speak Korean, so I couldn't tell you what this song is about, but the sound I want for Wonhee, definitely. For her color, it's pink. Pink casket, pink accessories, pink plushies, pink bows. Think Gen 1 Dracula for the type of styling. Also, I like the idea of Wonhee being a vampire doll and it reflecting in her stages. Lastly, we have Minju and Iroha as a subunit. Their combined fairytale is Snow White and Rose Red. Separately, Minju is Snow White and Iroha is the girl with the red shoes, which is also a fairytale her styling stage is based off of. Starting with Minju, her adaptation of her fairytale goes as follows. Her Prince Charming is put into a deep sleep by a wizard. She goes on a journey to find sacred apples to wake him up from his slumber, where she finds Iroha, who joins her. Yellow and white will be her colors, like the magnetic dance practice. To differentiate her styling from Yunah, we will have more star accessories than snow ones. Her stages will be more yellow-red to match with Iroha's concept. Minju can also add accessories to whatever Music Bank's weekly concept is to hint at their comeback. For Iroha's adaptation of her fairy tale, she and her Prince Charming used to dance together before he disappeared one day, leaving her his red shoes. She puts them on and starts to search for him with no luck. During her search for him, she meets Minju. After hearing Minju's story, Iroha joins her journey and hopes that Minju's passion will help lead Iroha to her Prince Charming. In their combined fairy tale, they go against a dwarf blocking their path to the apples. Iroha, being the extrovert willing to put herself in danger, tires the troll out in a dance-off. Minju's singing voice attracts a bear to swallow the troll whole, and the villain dies. They are the villains in the wizard stories, but the heroines to us, which is why I like this song for them. Anyways, the bear will be Iroha's Prince Charming that she only notices because of the red shoestrings on his person. The cat and Moka appear at the end of the video. Red shoes are a must for Iroha's outfits. You can see the pattern of me giving the girl some casual inspired clothing and some more medieval smiling ones in my collages. With Iroha, it's no different, just she gets the most casual looks. Snow hearts and red roses will be her stage dressing. Like I said in the beginning, all of the songs I got from Yunah on Secret's playlist. Though I have made my own and added other songs, I'm not set on them, mostly because of my lack of experience of K-pop. What I am set on is that the solo songs will be slower in tempo, and the ones they sing as a group will be faster in tempo, but still fit the sonic sound of the album. Think of these songs more as demos than the final product, like Stacy when they covered Fancy by Twice. Speaking of Stacy, the title track for this era will be Nada by Stacy. The instrumental is the main reason I chose this song. This also keeps the trend of Wonhee speaking at the beginning of every title track, which I do like. The NAWT and V is where they take control of their dreams individually after the events of their solo songs, coming together to prepare to defeat the wizard. The B-side and V is where they defeat the wizard. Think Lucky One by Cosmasi for the vision of this fight. A Fairytale book closes at the end of the MV, and you can hear laughter from the girls, which signals the end of this era. There will be 3 album versions: Glitter, Kitty, and Fairy. These versions will reference colors and styling from the Bomb, I'll Like You, and Super Real Me eras, along with each member's color I gave them for this era. All the packaging will look like old books with different covers for each album version. For Glitter, think Dark Academia dollhouse with a lot of glitter. They'll have cute weapons similar to their With album versions during their I Like You era. Lots of photos in different parts of the academia, especially in the library. Not matching brown college uniforms. We have to beat the plagiarism allegations. Anyways, all album versions will have their own theming, but they will all come with stickers, a poster, a CD with all the songs in that era, photo books of all the pictures of that version with the lore section, a keychain, and photo cards. You can get a mini version of each album if you just want the photo cards. The way that photo cards work in the main versions are as follows. You get a guarantee of each member in an outfit that's matching. You get a random photo card of 2 or more members in a group photo, and lastly, the other 2 photo cards you get are completely random. To give you an idea of the different theming, think instead of a glitter keychain for the glitter version, you get a fairy bottle keychain for the fairy version, or a cat keychain for the kitty version. Just things like that. Something special about the photo cards in this era is that they look like tarot cards, and instead of giving each girl a specific card, they will just have the official emojis as their card name, which is as follows. Yunah has a cheetah, Moka doesn't have an animal for her official emoji, so I'm giving her a mouse. Wonhee has a squirrel, and Iroha has a turtle. On the back will be a summoning circle referencing their fairy tale and their animal in the circle. For the kitty album version, the photos will have cat-inspired casual clothing and witch girl outfits in the streets of academia. The Fairytale album version will have them in their fairytale inspired outfits in their dream realities, and fairy outfits in nature doing things similar to Lucky Girl syndromes like manifestation, etc, etc. For promotion, I will have each girl get on Weverse Live doing a various number of things separately and as a group leading up to the album's drop. Some puzzles with cats or fairies on them, making glitter sand bottle art, making glitter slime, etc, etc. One big thing I want them all to do as a group is grow a cat chia pet over the course of the promotion cycle. Okay, let me know what concept you want to see Illit do next. If you want me to give them a comeback that's more in their style, let me know in the comments below. I definitely didn't compile all the songs I would want to put on that EP already. Is there anything that you would add or change about the concept I just made now? If you liked the video, like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications to become a cubby. You get an imaginary cubby as a small token of your support if you do. I'm Kuma from Kuma Production Studios, and I'm signing off. Bye everyone!